your sister Jay with another segment of Country Living in the City. Today I'm planting Kentucky pole beans and I'm going to show you how to plant them into a TP for support while they climb up the pole. I usually plant beans in the early spring and in the fall because they're fast growing. They usually take about 7 days to germinate. Sometimes they pop up quicker than that if the ground is warm enough. But um, they're a good staple to have. They're quick growing and they're part of a survival garden if you want, you're planting for survival. Beans are good for you. They're good in protein. They're good in amino acids, and they're also nitrogen fixing. So they they keep the nitrogen in your soil for your nitrogen loving plants. So let's take a look at how you put the TP together and how you plant the seeds within the TP. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, as you see, I have four bamboo sticks here. They're 8 feet tall, as you see, and I have them at least 6 inches into the ground so they'll stand up straight. And I have a string tied around one of them up there. So what I'm going to do, I usually put my sticks at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. So there's 4 sticks. Now, if you have a bigger bed, you will use more sticks. You want to make sure the sticks are about a foot apart and that they're in a um, circular pattern. You can always use a garbage can top to, make sure you're putting them in a circle. But since I'm only using four, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. So now, I'm going to show you what I do next is tie up the top. And I'm going to show you how I do that. If I can get this camera to get in the position I need it to. It's not always easy filming by yourself, but okay. At the top I got the string. And so what I do is take the string and I take the top and I intertwine the string in between all the sticks. And to make it sturdy enough where it won't fall down when the wind blows, I do a series of tying knots and bring it in the sticks. So trying to feed this one through here. And you want to make sure it's sturdy up there because you also going to make it sturdy at the bottom too. And I'll cut off the end of that, the ends of that. So now you have your TP here. All right, let me show you the next step. Guys, now that I got the top tied like that, okay, I'm also going to put support around the bottom for to help the strings, help the beans go up the stick. And so I'm going to tie a string around the bottom, not bringing them together, but using them as support. So as the beans go up, they will have the support. So I'll show you how I do that. Hopefully you can see it from how I got the camera angle. I hope so, guys. It's not easy trying to run your camera by yourself. One day maybe I'll have some money to pay for a video person. But but I just tie string uh, here and just literally run it around the poles as support. Good goodness. My fingers aren't working this morning, people. I've been really tired lately too. But make sure it's sturdy. And you can do the string up the pole. You can do it in several spots if you think it needs support. I usually do mine at the bottom here because they usually have a mind of their own and they'll go up anyway. But I usually try to put two supports. So I got this one at the bottom here. And then I put another support a little bit, probably about 6 inches high, like at this next notch. But the next notch on the TP. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna show you how to plant the seeds. Okay, guys. As you see, I have all my supports up. I got them, and then that at the top. Yeah. So I'm done supporting the TP. So now it's time to plant the beans. Now some people plant plants, and you plant the plants pretty much how you plant the beans. Um, but I always start beans from the ground. I never really start them from seed on the inside like some people do. I find that they grow better from the ground, um, because beans are very easy to grow. So these are my pole beans that I'm going to put in the ground. And so what you do is literally you plant the seeds around the TP poles. And so you want them at least 2 inches apart. So what you're going to do is around one of the poles. Well, let me use that one over there because y'all can see it better. Um, you want to plant around the pole. So I'm taking the stick to make my little holes. You want them at least 1 to 1.5 inches thick, down in depth down. So, and let's see, I don't have many beans here, but I usually try to plant 4 seeds around each TP pole. Another thing, guys, the pole bean, it has this little thing in the center called the eye. Now, when you drop them in the hole, you want to make sure that this is up. This is facing upward. So, and then you will thin down to 2. So I just drop them in the hole and then cover up with soil. Just cover up with the soil it's around. And that's how you literally plant your seeds. So I'm going to go ahead and finish all that for today. Again, 1 inch down around the TP stick. You'll at least plant about 4 or 5, according on how many sticks you got. But around the TP, and then you're done. And you'll thin them down once they start to sprout, if they seem to be crowded. If not, I have never, doing this method, I really don't ever thin them down because they'll start to spread out and they'll just start growing up the pole. So, but 1 inch down and around the pole, and that's it. So that's all I have for you guys today. Take care of yourself and each other, eating foods from the Most High. Until next time, Shalom.